Kayla, this one got away from you guys pretty early. I'm in the front right here, sorry. This one got away from you guys pretty early, and it took till the fourth for you guys to get in gear. Why did you feel like you started so slow and couldn't get any traction till late?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. We definitely started slow, and that's kind of what killed us. Like, you can't – our fourth quarter was great, but you can't play one quarter of basketball and expect to win in this league. So got to find a way to come out and have more energy. They really, punched us in the mouth. I thought they were really good. We struggled a little bit defensively. We struggled to take care of the ball. I think we had 8 turnovers in that first quarter. So hard to win games like that, but we know we can be a lot better.
Matt.
Yeah, Caleb, with you being the point guard in this system, I guess, what did you think of the lineup change with Lexi replacing Nalissa?
Yeah, I just go with whatever coach puts in there. I mean, I trust my teammates, and I think no matter who's on the court, like, you got to compete as hard as you can every single second, and I think they do that. I think we all do that. I just think collectively we could have worked a little bit better together from a defensive schematical perspective of, what we needed to execute. And that goes for everybody, whether you came off the bench or whether you were in the starting lineup. Like, we just didn't really execute defensively or really offensively until we got into the fourth quarter.
Zion.
Caitlin, just to follow up on that, what do you feel like changes about your lineup, about your team on both ends when you put Lexi in there at the 3 and have Katie Lou at the 4?
Yeah, I mean, it gives you different looks. But even if we went with people on the bench, like, it still gives different looks. So, I mean, I don't think you can get too caught up in who's starting, who's not starting. Like, that's just basketball. That's just what happens. It can change from game to game. I don't make those decisions, obviously. So, I'm the point guard. I'm just trying to put people in positions to be successful. And whatever coach goes with, then, that's perfect. And everybody on the team, responds to that.
Go down, back right.
Caitlin, 23 points off 23 turnovers for them. From your perspective, what was the biggest contributing factor to that today?
I think not being on the same page. I think there was a lot where they were very, self-inflicted. Like passing it to the other team or not being on the same page. And, I mean, it's really hard to win basketball games when you have 23 turnovers, and especially when they lead to 23 points. And then also offensive rebounding. They had 13 points on their second chance points. We had 4. I think we gave up 10 boards and we got 2. So those two combined together, plus our not very great defense, makes it really tough. But like I said, you got to give us a little bit of credit. Like, we really fought and we battled and we didn't give up. But in this league, that's still going to be really hard to overcome.
Third row on the right, then we go back corner on the left.
Caitlin, you mentioned the fourth quarter comeback. You were kind of in the center of that late. Was there anything that kind of clicked for you toward the end of the game, or was it just kind of a sense of urgency?
I think just play hard. I wasn't going to give up. I don't care if we're down, 20-plus points. I don't want to get beat by 40. Might as well do everything we can to make it close. And 10 minutes of basketball is a lot of time. And I think we cut it to 15 with 8:30 on the clock. That's a lot of time to, get something going for us. And I think we got it to 3, and it came down to a jump ball. And I probably could have grabbed it and boxed my girl out just a little bit better. So just comes down to a few things. But like I said, when you're down this much, you can't let it get to that point. That's where it's still really hard to win. You need everything to kind of fall in your favor to really be able to complete the comeback. And but, yeah, I think just compete and play as hard as I can. I wasn't going to give up.
Back row on the left, then we'll go back up front to Chloe.
Hey, Caitlin, we were watching you evolve. We're watching your game evolve a little bit, and we're seeing you become more of a vocal leader to the team. I saw you grab the girls at about the 5-minute mark, and you pulled them all in. I think you mouthed to them one stop. How do you feel right now in this current, I guess, state of the season, as becoming the emerging leader of the team? Do you feel that way?
I mean, I think as a point guard, you have to be vocal, whether I want to or whether I don't want to. There's no choice there. If you're going to be the point guard, you have to be vocal for your team. They look to me to call a play every single dead ball. They look to me to call a play when the other team goes to the free throw line. But also, I want to motivate them and encourage them and be somebody that they can lean on. And I feel like that's something that I'm going to continue to still find my voice in. Obviously, I'm a rookie and still trying to kind of learn my way and learn my teammates at the same time. So, yeah, I think it's definitely an area I've improved in, and I'm going to continue to improve in.
Got the last two. Go Chloe, then Matt.
Yeah, you were 2-0 against the Mystics kind of coming into this game. Did they come in with a different kind of fire today?
No, I mean, I think they're a really good team. They play really hard. If I'm not mistaken, I think both of our games were close prior. That probably provides them quite a bit of confidence. And it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Like, that's just really hard to do, no matter what league you're in. Like, when you're matching up for the 3rd time in whatever it's been, a month and a half, like, it's hard to do. But at the same time, like, we didn't put ourselves in a position to be successful. But, you know, I thought they were really good. I thought Atkins was really good. Like, she made some tough shots. That shot she made to make it a 2-possession game there at the end was really impressive. Like, I thought we played great defense, and that's something you kind of got to live with.
Last one to go, Matt.
Yeah, it seemed like a really pivotal point in the game in the 3rd quarter with the Dolson challenge. Seemed like you were talking to the refs for, you know, a long time. Seemed like you disagreed with it. Kind of, what were you saying to them?
I mean, I don't know. I guess they saw something differently. Obviously, AB, like, it's tough when AB's in foul trouble for us. That stinks for her. Just couldn't really get her into a flow and get her on the floor much, just because, like, she played 20 minutes just because of her foul trouble. But I thought when she was in there, like, she was obviously pretty effective, like 3 for 4. But I think they went on a 10-0 run after that call was reversed, and it would have been an and one. So I think that just kind of shows our maturity. Like, we have to find a way to be able to move on from that. Like, yeah, we didn't get the call, but we need to stop right now, because I think at that point it was a 10 or 12 point game. Like, we weren't out of it by any means, and then we let it balloon to a 20 plus game. So I think it's, you know, it is what it is. It's whatever they see on the videos, what they're going to call. But I think we could have responded a little better. But I think there was a few moments in the game where it was like, oh, like, we just couldn't get it to go our way.